All right, what's up, everyone? Sorry I haven't posted a video in quite some time, but I'm back with a Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon deck profile. This is something that I've always really wanted to do, and it's so hard to make Chaos Max even remotely competitive just because, like, it takes 2 to 3 cards to pull him out. So, like, he's, you know, kind of hefty, for card requirement. But I did find a way to make the OTK without any of the incantation creature swaps. Sheehan Spy. I do not run Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, so that's, it's just pure good old Chaos Max in here. And I really like this, so I'm probably going to stick with this deck for a while and try to see if I can't perfect it. Let me guys know if you guys have any suggestions in the comments. Leave a like, and yeah, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started with the main deck. Main deck is 40 cards, starting out with 3 Chaos Max. I could see myself bumping this to 2 in the future. I usually like 2 of this, but in my opinion, you kind of need to see it as quick as possible, so that's why I just max it out at 3. And then triple Blue Eyes White Dragon. Pretty standard in pretty much any Blue Eyes deck to play 3. One alternative, I don't feel like you need it at more than a 1 of. I'm really liking this card as a 1 of. I've had it in my past deck profiles as a 1 of, and it just seems to be working. And then for the last big dragon monsters, we got the Chaos package of Levianeer and Armageddon. He is really cool. There's a couple cool little combos. I'll try to shout them out as we go here. And then I'll try to post a dual video showing kind of what this deck can do and how it works. I'm still kind of testing with it right at the moment, so one of each of the stones. If you were going to cut a stone, I would say cut the Ancients. I find him to be a little less useful than Whitestone the Legend, but so far that ratio seems to be working out pretty well. And then I've got a small, teeny weeny, little tiny Dogmatic engine in here, which is just Maximus. He is a searcher for your ritual, your other piece that you need. I thought about playing him at 2 and taking out the stone. There again, I'm still kind of playing around with this. But for now, I'm just running the 1 because it's kind of one of those things. If I see him, I see him. If I don't, I don't. And he is a light level 8, so that plays into a couple different things, trade-in and whatnot. Next, I do still play a small danger package of Bigfoot, Thunderbird, Nessie, and Jackalope. These are just kind of the main ones in my opinion. These 2 you usually discard off of Melody and gain their effects and just go plus, at least +1. Now for the new tech card that I really like and I'm playing around with Chaos Max is Nightmare Corrupt Ibli. I believe that's how you say it. So what she does is you basically, when she's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon her to your opponent's side of the field in defense position. And then she's also kind of a lock where you cannot you're not allowed to special summon monsters except for link monsters. So that actually kind of locks your opponent at the same time, which is really, really nice. So this is kind of the new way of, like, in my opinion, this takes the place of like a incantation and a creature swap or Sheehan Spy. So that's kind of why I went with that option. And then for the last monster, I'm playing Jester Confit just because he's kind of a free extender. You could take him out if you really wanted to, but I just find that he helps get you to your combo plays a little bit quicker. So next we'll go off into the spells. We'll play 1 Pot of Desires, only because I don't want to desires into desires, and you play 3 of every single card that you want to see, so Pot of Desires is not that big of a deal. 2 Allure of Darkness. You have a lot of dark targets, and one of the cool things with Armageddon that you can do is you can Allure of Darkness. You know, if you can search out the Chaos Max and you have a way to get Armageddon, you can Allure of Darkness the Chaos Max and then play Armageddon, pay 1,000, get them back to your hand for free. That's kind of a cool little thing that I like to do. And then 3 trade-in. Just want to make sure that we get as much draw power as possible to get to your combo pieces. 1 Dragon Shrine. I still find that this is relatively decent. You know, sometimes you just need that Blue Eyes, or you know, you can get Chaos Max Engrave and then use the stone, or you know, just kind of whatever you need. But also it helps to deck thin too. So the Melody of Awakening Dragon, pretty standard, I feel like, in any Blue Eyes deck anymore. Especially in this deck, you have plenty of targets. 1 Signet Mining. I was playing this at 2, and I'm probably going to go back and forth with this a little bit, but I don't know, it just seems a little heavy, and plus I don't ever want to draw into 2, kind of like Desires, since you can only activate 1 once per turn. So it's kind of one of those things where, like, I want to bump it up to 2 just to make sure I see it, but then I feel like if I bump it up to 2, I see it a little too much, and then not enough of the other pieces. 1 extra Foolish Burial. There's so many times where this just helps finish the combo and get the game for you. So I just play 1 of it though, since you can only activate it once per turn. And then the last one of once per turn is the Bingo Machine Go. I'm really not a huge fan of this card, but yeah, I mean, you're playing 3 Chaos Form, 3 Chaos Max, 3 Blue Eyes. So, I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a piece that you need. Plus, it's kind of an Ash bait. There's been a lot of times where I draw into this and Melody, and then I play the Bingo Machine Go to bait the Ash, and then go off with Melody. So, next is 3 Chaos Form to go along with the Chaos Max. You just want to see it. And then 1 Advanced Ritual Art. I find that I burn through my Blue Eyes in my deck so fast that I don't want to play any more than 1 of these. You can do, you know, whatever you feel you want to do, but I like the 3-1 ratio so far. Seems to be working pretty good for me. And then for the last of the spells, I'm playing 1 Instant Fusion, pretty much a free extender, and then Monster Reborn. And then while we're here, I'll just have 1 trap, and that's Skill Drain. I feel like Skill Drain is just kind of a win button in Blue Eyes in general, usually, because I mean, most of the time, if you can take away the effects of your opponents, then you can just beat them over. You know, you got plenty of attack power with Blue Eyes, so as long as you can shut down the opponent, you're usually probably going to come out on top. So that's it for the main deck. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are again, and then we'll go into the extra deck here. So starting off, we do have the Blue Eyes Fusions. This you don't actually make, if you didn't notice through the main deck. This you dump off of the Dogmatica Maximus, because he has protection for your Blue Eyes cards, which I actually used a couple times. So like, so far I'm still saying that, or I'm still thinking that he's worth keeping in here. I could see him getting taken out eventually, but for now it seems to work well. And then Twin Burst, he's pretty much just free fusion that you can make pretty much at any time that clears pretty much any monster you need to clear. So, and same with Dragoon, you know, you can get rid of Dragoon with this. So, and then the 2 instant fusion targets, Millennium Eyes and Thousand Eyes. Just kind of depends on if you're going first or second, which one you're going to go for. If you go first, you'll want Millennium Eyes to help stop hand traps, and then Thousand Eyes restrict to steal a monster. And then your other targets, this will be your other target for Maximus, and then your extra Foolish Burial target to search your rituals. And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And then for the Link monsters, I am playing Anima to I mean, you play Jester Confit, so like that's one way to make them. Plus, you know, you can use instant fusion, and as soon as you can kind of take two monsters, play Thousand Eyes Restrict, take a monster, link into this, take another one. So that's kind of cool. And then Almirage, this is pretty much the link away for Ibly, and then pretty much link up into Security Gardna. The reason I play Secure Gardna is because I find myself having Maximus and needing to special summon him, but I can't just ditch away the Almirage to the grave, because sometimes all I draw is my normal summon, which, by the way, Ibly is the only normal summon in the deck. Really, unless you get desperate and you need to summon a stone or the dangers. But so yeah, so I just find Security Gardna is kind of that extra, you know, extra step if you need to with Maximus. And then we also have Cross Sheep, because I mean, you get to use, in my opinion, probably one of the best effects, and that is to draw 2 and discard 2 when you ritual summon. So I mean, it just kind of digs through your deck if you're still missing a piece of whatever you need. At that point, I'm guessing you're probably going for Ibly if you're drawing, but there are a few times where you fusion summon and then you can bring back, you know, anything level 4 or lower. So that's kind of nice. And then Blacklister Soldier, he's just still kind of a powerhouse, man. Like, he's just won me so many games. I just feel like he's kind of a staple rank 3. But yeah, I mean, you guys could take him out if you don't really feel like using him. I know he's jumped up in price lately too, I think. So another option for this would be like Borreload or Boral Sword. Those are relatively decent options. And then Skull Dread, I really use him to pretty much dig through the deck a little bit deeper and try to get to those combo pieces again, like I said, as quickly as possible. He has also got that special summon effect, which is very useful. You can make a lot of rank 8s and stuff that way, or you know, just kind of whatever you need to do. And then I do have Appaloosa, more for going first. I haven't made this yet, so this could change to whatever you feel you want to put in, but I just felt like Appaloosa would be a good going first option, so I just put that in. And then for the XYZs, Hope Harbinger and Dingirsu, I think eventually I'm going to try to find space for Draglubian, but I'm not really sure about it right at the moment. So but yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I do kind of want to add Draglubian into this, but I can't really bring myself to do it yet. But and then I do have a side deck. This is probably really going to change eventually too, but just kind of your standard like 3 Ash. Basically, if you're going to get thrown into going first, or you know, trying to stop an opponent's play that, you know, you just need to stop. So she's kind of in here. And then the back row hate, Harpy's Feather Duster, Cosmic Cyclones, Twin Twisters. And you could play around with any of these ratios, or you know, whatever you feel. But this is just kind of a general side deck right at the moment. And then triple impermanence for more hand trap, you know, negation, and then evenly matched, kind of bring the game back into your favor if you need to. So but yeah, that should be pretty much it for the deck profile. I'll be doing some duel videos eventually here at some point. I'm still kind of testing for this deck, so let me know what your guys' thoughts are, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.